So an early morning live stream, everyone. Gonna wait for a few people to hop in. I know these early morning live streams, usually there's not a massive amount of people that are online early in the morning, but I could not help but hop on here and celebrate the fact that we broke 8K. So lots of things to sit here and speculate about with the price of Bitcoin, where it could head. Definitely want to talk about the fact that my mining profits all throughout last night had doubled. I have seen like a little bit of a drop as far as my profits go. This morning I noticed that they went down just a bit, but they keep bouncing back and forth between doubling and the usual profits that I've had over the course of the last roughly about a month and a half. I mean, I have seen some high profits within the last month and a half, but they're far and few. So lots of stuff to sit here and speculate about. So I do have some plans here. One thing I'd like to do, with the fact that I picked up the Oculus Rift, I do want to sit here and check out the Oculus Rift and see how it's working out, as far as if I can hop over to the big screen app, which allows you can play any game right there in a virtual theater. You can watch any movie in a virtual theater. And I would like to see if I could go ahead and set up this live stream in that virtual theater to see if I can, talk to you guys while we're in VR. So I'd like to have a YouTube live stream that centers around VR and also cryptocurrency. Guys, this is the future. So good morning, man. So lots of stuff to sit here and discuss. I do want to come over here I want to come to the stream on this computer. That way, if I do hop into VR, I can sit here in VR and look at all of your all's comments right here in VR. I'm probably going to stay live for quite some time, right around I'm thinking we'll do right around like an hour and a half to 2 hours. The big thing here is I do want to get over to this video that I have to put out today. I have a video that's going to talk about 3 different applications all in one. You guys saw that video that I put up about fast cash and talking about applications, on a larger scale versus just reviewing one application, especially since we've already covered the main applications to make money with as far as phone farming goes. We've already covered these main applications. I want to hop over to getting more solid reviews with more applications all in one, so we can just take care of all of these apps that most people are not really going to want to use. So yeah, definitely have some plans this morning. I know it's going to be a while before we see some people hop in. That is exactly why I wanted to hop over to checking out the Oculus Rift in VR, because I do have some plans here for future content that I would like to do. Eventually, I would like to do a live stream with this Oculus, so this is like a perfect time for me to sit here and work with this. I know that, with the fact that we won't have a lot of people here, it'll give me some time to sit here and test out this Oculus Rift, and also do that while I'm live. So that is exactly what we're going to be doing for a second here. Everything is kind of a learning process here, so. But I do have this Oculus Rift is set up on my other desktop, so I'm streaming off of my laptop, and then I had this desktop over here. So basically I'm multitasking back and forth. Oh yeah, everybody is asleep, man. I want to spring this stuff on people though, man. I'm not going to sit here and be like, if you have a channel that's so ground and everything's set in stone and it's never going to be anything different other than, oh, I'll be live this day, this is when I'll be live. I want to sit here and do something different, off the wall. I always want this content to be different. I never want it to be the same. I don't want to get so stuck into feeling like I'm commercialized as far as my YouTube channel goes. So are you interested in having Offertoro on your website? Absolutely. So if you notice on the website, it does have a section that talks about the 2 other offer walls that we will implement onto the website. One of those is Offertoro. The other is, of course, video loyalty from Do Good Media. So yes, we will be implementing in some time. I don't know if it's going to be this year that we'll get Offertoro up on the website. I do have a programmer that's currently working on HyperMX, so you can see that on the website. I'm not asleep. I'm working on InstaGC and a couple of other things this morning. I need money for shark cards. for the new GTA DLC that's out. Love your videos. Appreciate that, man. Thank you very, very much. No, I'm currently not giving away. Not today. The 27th, I'm doing a giveaway. So the 27th, we'll do a live stream. It'll be Phone Farming Friday. So during that live stream, we'll have the giveaway set up to where I'm not sure. It's like I could purchase Amazon. We could do, send you guys some PayPal cash, but we're definitely doing a giveaway on the 27th. So I'm trying to pick up the pace of my content here, man. I noticed that, the other phone farming channels, guys, content's there's a couple of guys that they're working very hard on their channels, and I know those guys, they have jobs, etc., the things that they're doing. But I definitely want to keep a steady flow of content, and I feel like that is very, very important with YouTube, is to continuously put out content. If I feel like going live, I should just go live. I appreciate that, man. Glad to have you. And that's the thing, guys. I want to go further here. I don't just want to be stuck on one specific topic. I'd like to talk about a wide variety of different things here, which is why we're going to test out here in like 0.2 seconds. I'm going to switch over to VR, and I'm going to sit here in this live stream in VR. So I definitely want to test that out. I've been looking up some info as far as recording in VR. So I should be able to test out games, and especially with the fact that I do have a green screen, I will be able to, I'll be playing a game in virtual reality, and you guys will actually be able to see me standing there in virtual reality testing out some games. So that's kind of the idea that I have for this video that I'm going to do about the Oculus Rift. A few things. There's quite a few things on the agenda. I still have a lot of products that I'm planning on picking up. This was definitely, these things are not cheap, so I did have to spend some money out of pocket for this, on top of the fact that phone farming, of course, brought the price of this down so much. Still, it costs some money. So, but yeah, guys, fantastic. We have broken $8,000 as far as Bitcoin goes. The question is, where will it go from here? Will we find resistance at 8.3? Are we headed to 9,000? And if we make it to 9,000, is this where basically the bulls are back and we're going to see the possibility of maybe like 20,000 before the end of this year? Now, do I really think that we'll hit 20,000 before the end of this year? Honestly, I don't. In my gut, in my heart of hearts, I don't feel like we're going to test 20,000 by the end of this year. I still think it's going to be somewhere around mid next year that we'll see like a high price as far as Bitcoin goes. But I'll say this, if we can just get the mining profits to go back up, and I can't wait to see what is going to happen at the end of this year and towards like the beginning of next year, because I feel like it's really going to say everything as far as whether it's worth it to invest in more graphics cards, whether we should be continuing to expand as far as mining goes. And I know a lot of people would say, just, if you have the money for it, go for it. I would rather be a little more cautious about this scenario. And also, I am kind of frustrated because I do have this money that's coming. I've got some money that's coming. So I really didn't want to see the price of Bitcoin go up to, I really don't want to see, it's great, don't get me wrong, because I'm actually making some money in this process of it going up. But I would have liked to have seen that 8K Bitcoin right around like October. So if it happened in October, I would have been able to buy a lot more Bitcoin and altcoins. How do you make a cool website? I want to make one. I got money though. And how much did you pay for the website? You will get around 15,000 subscribers at the end of this year, I think. Man, that would definitely be great. I think we, everything that we're doing, we have solid content. We definitely are staying up with content as far as putting out content. I'm going to answer your question in depth here in like 2 seconds. I think I'll probably be around like 10,000. Maybe around like 11,000 or 12,000 at the highest come the end of this year. But definitely I will at least make it to 10,000. What's up, Black Fox? Yeah, it's like switching it up, man. Switching it up. Like I said, I want to surprise you guys, man. That's the ultimate goal. If I can keep this content to where it does surprise you guys, then I've done my job. then I've definitely done my job. So you asked how to make a cool website. You want to make a website that is monetized. I'm assuming that's what you are asking overall. I wanted to make a website though. So do you want it to be a website that is actually making you money, or do you just want to have a website that centers around a specific form of content that you want to have online? So there's tons of different ways you can monetize a website. The two main ways that I feel like are, well, I'll say this. There's a lot of simple ways that you can monetize a website, a lot more simple than what you would think. And when I say simple, it's all complicated to some extent. But at the same time, some of the ways that you can monetize a website are a lot more complicated, like setting up a store. I want to make a website where I can earn money. Okay, so if you are looking at, like, per se, my website, for example, ECashsociety.com, it's a get paid to website. So some people have Shopify stores. Some people put out like 8, 9, 10 different websites that all have AdSense. They have to get ad revenue in that scenario. And if I had to tell you as far as building a website like mine, I did a 3-part video series. I don't know if you saw any of that. I literally put out my programmer that I have used for my website. The programmer is in the 3rd video. So you could contact this programmer that helped to build my website. Like, I broke the news right there for everybody. I was like, look, yeah, I have a get paid to website. This is how it happened. This is the person that I use. So I really recommend that video series is a route to take that. And you asked how much I spent overall on the website. So let's look at it from this aspect. To have my hosting, I spent right at $150 with SiteGround. Okay, so that was $150 for hosting. To purchase the name of my website, it was $10, right? So $10 there. Now, to have the offer wall implemented onto my website, I paid my programmer right around like $300. My website has seen, as far as profits go, it has seen around $3,000. I believe we're at $3,500 worth of profits on the website. So I've more than octupled how much I've made off of my website so far in comparison to what I invested. So a lot of people, I just feel like, guys, like I do, I have a tendency to splurge. I buy things that ultimately I really should not be picking up, just a bunch of junk food. I do get a fair amount of junk food. Good morning to everyone, man. And I am grinding YouTube. That is it specifically. I'm grinding the heck out of YouTube. So we have content almost on a daily basis here. It's either every day or every single other day. I will definitely do a video. So I have a video that's going to come out after this live stream. And I know that some of you guys are actually looking into creation as far as YouTube goes. Eventually, I would like to branch back out into how you work with OBS Studio, video editors that you can use for editing your videos. Just a wide variety of things that we could talk about. How you can create effective thumbnails. If you notice the thumbnail that's currently up on this video, pretty decent thumbnail. It's definitely not a bad thumbnail. I've seen better, but I've seen so much worse than the thumbnail that I currently have. So really, if you've been following my content though, all of this information is kind of right here. I've showed different software that I've used to create thumbnails. So you just have to go back and look at all this content. Lots of really useful information out there for people that are starting a channel. Hey, Mr. eCash, I currently have 35 phones and I'm running out of apps to run. I currently run about 28 phones combined on UApps. Should I try Perk? Last time I tried it wasn't great. Kevin Green, I would tell you to wait till after this month. So this has been a bad month for Perk. It's been a bad month for Engage Me TV. Believe me, I know it's been a bad month for Engage Me TV. The profits are down as far as running s'mores and Engage Me TV. At least in my location, they're definitely down. So I feel like after this month, it's going to switch around. So after the first week of next month, McGriddle sounds good right now. I hope Mingle Cash comes out soon. I hope their app launches within the next... Well, I heard something that said it could be out within the next, right after August. So, currently at Making Beats. Can't wait to make a channel. I've got a lot of ideas. I definitely, man, Kevin Green, I would tell you to wait till after this month before you go through the process of switching all of your phones over. Go ahead and double up your apps, though. You definitely want to run the U applications on your phone at the same time. Have a backup on your phone with those perk applications you would like to run. So, but yeah. So, fish for those subs, man. That's all you really can do is put yourself out there as much as possible. What I like to do is I'll go over to videos that I see that are currently trending. So I'll look at a YouTube video. I'll see if like it's getting a ton of views, you know, something that pops up in my feed. And if it's getting a ton of views, I make it a point to interact on that video. Because by interacting on that video, someone is liable to see your comment. It could get like 2,000 to 3,000 likes. I had a comment right at about a week and a half ago that got like towards like 3,000 likes. It was pretty much a viral comment. So if you have a viral comment like that, think about 3,000 people that see your comment, and then out of those 3,000 people, right? Those 3,000 people, they see that comment, they go to look at your channel because they see ECashsociety Tech Talks, or whatever the name of your channel is, and then they possibly decide to subscribe to your channel. So there's all sorts of things that go along with YouTube, and this is one thing that I was kind of thinking earlier. I think the major YouTubers that put out this content, they know that it's, for them, there's a feeling that comes with this. Like, I am drawn to YouTube, and I can't really put it into a very specific kind of term or anything, but I'm so drawn to coming over here, to doing these live streams, to making sure that I put up a video within so much time. And it's literally like a feeling that's in my soul that says, come to YouTube, do this content on YouTube. You have to do it today. It's been a day since you've done a video. And then it's like it starts to eat away at me. If 2 days later, I'm literally itching because I haven't put up a video up here on YouTube. Do you think advertising companies hate the fact that phone farming exists? Honestly, no. I feel like some of them maybe do. There's a few of them that maybe do. They probably look at this and they say, this is bad for business overall. Maybe. And I can't really say that for a fact. But from how I see it, in a logical standpoint, look at perk. We're not going to tell you how many devices you can run. It's almost like they encourage it to a certain extent. They're encouraging it. Ulotto is definitely encouraging it. They say we have an unlimited devices program. So then you have to think about it from this aspect. The people that made these applications, they do not, in some cases, they don't run these advertising companies. The ads are given from other companies to them to display on their applications. So that's got to make some sort of sense. The FOMO is real. Does anybody here in the stream currently know what FOMO is? Let's see if anybody is keyed in and knows what FOMO is. Anyone know what FOMO is? Because that's exactly where I'm at right now. Take it easy, man. I do not want to see, I'll be honest with you, and I know a lot of people would probably disagree, but I do not want to see, there you go, fear of missing out. I do not want to see a 12K, 13K, 14K Bitcoin right now. If we could stay right around this area, that would make me happy. Even if we had another dip, I'd be okay with that as long as we're going to see the price of Bitcoin go up very, very high. So it's a Japanese noodle. Sigma chicken. That is exactly correct. It's a Japanese noodle. Yeah, Bitcoin is definitely going up. Altcoins are going up. Altcoins were going down, but we've seen like a reverse trend here as far as the altcoins as well. And I really thought that we were going to see Bitcoin go back down because all of the altcoins were going down in price. I figured that we would see Bitcoin go down in price as well. But then, of course, like Bitcoin was like, nope, follow me. And that's exactly what happened. So it went up even further. So, of course, the other altcoins followed suit. But yeah, early morning live stream. All right, guys. So I do want to to switch over here. I want to test something out really quick. So if you can bear with me whenever I hop over, I'm making a little transition over here. I'm going to check you guys out in VR. I want to see this stream in VR. So yeah, I'm going to hop right into it, but I'll definitely still be here. Oh, this is where it's about to get interesting, though. Okay, so now I'm not sure if any of you guys really know much about the world of virtual reality just yet. I'll probably look extremely goofy with, things will change eventually because I'm going to find a scenario to where I can do these live streams. I definitely want to try and do these live streams sometimes in virtual reality. So right now I can see you guys because I have the screen of my desktop up here in big screen app. So I can literally take this screen and move it anywhere I want to. And if you can see what I'm seeing right now, I'm in virtual space. So it's like Andromeda. I'm floating in the stars right now with the screen in front of me, right? Got the screen right here in front of me that is massive. So I can still talk to you guys. And I do know that this is probably a bit goofy because I'm still learning here. I feel like there should be a way that I can get the audio set up. The thing is I can't do video on this desktop. I can do video over here on my, as far as recording goes. I have a webcam on my laptop. I don't have one for my desktop. That's something that's going to change soon. So then I won't have to have this headset on. I should be able to talk to you guys through a different mic. So things are going to change. But that's really true. I'm eCash floating in cyberspace. Go to perk servers and reset them to start working. This has been, guys, it's been awesome though, because this has been like a command station for me. It literally has. I've been doing things right here. I can sit here and talk to people. I've gotten this down enough to where I can type very, very quickly here. Let's test out a message right here. Go ahead and get this this virtual keyboard right here. So we have to put this up here. And oh, oh man, it's just awesome though. All right, let's see. Oh man, it's just really cool, guys, because there's a keyboard, and what you can't see right now, which eventually you will be able to, I'm going to set up, there's a program that I have to download, and you guys will be able to see me. If I do a live stream like this, you'll be able to see me with this entire virtual setup here. Me floating around in space, whatever theme I might choose, the stream right here in front of us. There's a lot of really interesting things that are coming. So, and this is what I've tried to explain. I do have plans here to do some very, very interesting stuff. ECash 3D VR game coming soon to Steam. So what's funny here is we want to eventually have a gaming application that pays you. That's something that I thought about maybe years down the line. I've already got a mascot that's picked out. So I do have a game that's kind of planned out. The one thing about VR, there's a few things I need to pick up. One, they make these, it's kind of like a guard for your face right here that attaches to your VR headset, right? So the guard helps to minimize the amount of, kind of like you'll have fogging on the lenses. So that does happen. If you're, you start to sweat a little bit, your lenses will fog. It becomes a little foggy, which can mess with the image here. Anyone know if you can F-rep a phone? Restart without a virtual button. Okay, so restart a phone without a virtual button. That's not something I'm 100% sure about. I do know that I've heard that some people have set it up to where they can reset their phones automatically. So another first for me, Cash. I just want you guys to be able to see this whenever I do a stream like this. I want you guys to be able to see what I'm seeing, at least to some extent. So, me floating around in space. So that's what's happening right now. I'll probably hop back out of here in like 2 seconds, but... Yep, so back to the basis of the stream. Let me put these down really quick. So the thing is, I want to take you guys along for this ride. It's going to be a long ride that we have here as far as YouTube. I'm a manual man. I love touching my phones. ECash run like Sonic Run on iOS. Instead of rings, you pick up Rockstar energy drinks. Alright, so... Alright, I'll go ahead and say kind of the idea that we had. Have you guys ever played the game Frogger? Have you ever heard of that? It was an old school game, man. So Frogger. And you would try to avoid these cars. You'd hop past the cars so you wouldn't get squashed. So I have an idea for a game kind of like that, but it does have some advertisements. I want to keep that advertisement, I want to keep the advertisements kind of low on the application. Just a game that you guys could play and come up with a little bit of money, so. That's all I'll say about it at the moment, though, so. I remember that, avoid traffic and get items on lily ponds. Lily pads. You gotta try the super swipe, unlock all your phones with one swipe. Super swipe. The thing is, I've got all of my phones to where they stay on 24/7, so like the screens don't really go off. And like for the people that have around like 15 different smartphones and they're building up their phone farms, that is something for someone that's hopping in that could be extremely beneficial. You should have the ooh right sound when you beat the level. Oh man. So yeah, 8K Bitcoin. Let's see what we're currently sitting at as far as the price of Bitcoin goes. So what do you guys think? Is there anyone out there currently that's hodling for the long term? Have you already bought your Bitcoin? Are you sitting on some Bitcoin? And do you plan to see, your Bitcoin raise in value? I'd like to know if anybody else out there is currently owning Bitcoin. Like I know I have a lot of people that looked at my content for information surrounding smartphone applications. Got to go finish my workout, man. Keep up the good work. We'll see you in the next one, man. Take it easy, man. See this price. 8,137. Whew. Honestly, I want it to drop. That way I can buy I want to put like $2,000 into cryptocurrencies, and I'd like to buy them at a low price. So I do wonder if that's the end of it. It could be the end. Could be the end, and we're about to see, but we'll see dips again in the future, I'm sure. It's early in the morning. Way too early in the morning. But I'm live anyways, because I just really don't care. I got a little, but have five times 1050 Ti and a 19 GPU motherboard. I still need to set up what's a 1050 Ti actually fetching a day. As far as the 1050 Ti's, I'm not really sure. I do have some 1060s that are sitting over here. The 1060s, I believe, are pulling right around with the profits being up, they're pulling right at around $1.50 or more. I'd have to go and take a look and see what my profits are at. So the 1050 Ti, I'm going to assume if we keep this mining profit that we're seeing right now, I would assume the 1050 Ti would at least pull around $1. Maybe a little over $1 on those really good days. But, it's like Chris Smith, it makes me wonder, man. Think about it like this. Look at the profits at the end of 2017, right? So we saw those major profits when mining at the end of 2017, and this is the biggest thing that I'm wondering is if Bitcoin goes up really high. Let's say now we're about to push to like 12, between 12 and 15,000. If we see that price, will it go back up? As far as the mining profits goes, will it go up to those profits that we were seeing around the end of last year? And if it does, I'll be ecstatic. If it doesn't, then I'm out. I'm out. I can tell you I'm out. I know exactly what I mean. Like, I'll mine for like the next so much time. I'm not out as in I'm getting out of cryptocurrencies altogether, but I'll definitely be out of the mining scene. Peace out, Arville York. I'm going to invest in phones. Got 60 at the moment, 3 Windows devices and 3 tablets. Going to expand to 120, hopefully by the end of the year. So if we have any people that are watching right now that have came to this channel for the first time, let me explain to you, as far as like anyone that's talking about these smartphones, accumulating smartphones and smartphone applications, when we discuss this, a lot of you maybe don't know that you can make an extensive amount of money off of various applications that we discuss on this channel. So I really encourage you to check out some of the content on this channel that centers, especially my video for newcomers to the channel. Check out that video. It's about halfway into the video. It goes through my entire routine for applications that I'm using. Definitely want to put that out there. I use phone farming profits to purchase crypto and save money on the energy bill. Okay, so I did something kind of similar to that. Like, that's currently kind of what I do right now. It's like I'm paying my internet connection. That's one. My phone farm pays for my internet connection. Anything after the fact, a while back, I was investing into love your videos and streams. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very, very much. I feel like maybe I haven't seen you in any of the streams. I've never seen a comment, so glad to have you here, man. As much as I dig the decentralized monetary aspect, I'm more intrigued by the geopolitical implications, like international trade opening up and blockchain tech voting going through in Australia. That is the way to look at it. Absolutely. So, opportunities. That's one thing to really sit here and think about. What opportunities are we going to see as far as like who all will adopt cryptocurrencies? How many of these altcoins are just going to bomb and fail? What purposes, as far as, like you said, blockchain tech? What doorways will that open up? So I try to follow the news that surrounds cryptocurrencies and what's going on in the crypto space, the crypto sphere. But there's so much that's going on right now. Like, you could literally read through, oh my God, the amount of articles you could look into, and then you would have to go even further and research that topic. So I can't wait to see where we're at in like a year, though. And I think next year is going to be one of the most defining years for cryptocurrencies. I think we're going to know, as far as these altcoins, what's going to happen with a lot of these altcoins. You know, so, it really makes you think. And now that the government is becoming more involved, you could look at that in two different ways. It could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. I'm sure it's a combination of both. How long does it take for someone to get their gift card from your website? Anthony C., it usually takes right around like 2 days. It's like usually sometimes up to 4 days. So, Anthony C., have you recently cashed out on our website? I do have, I think there's like a $5 PayPal payment that I need to make. But life is all about risk, not sitting in the corner hoping for a warm meal and a blanket. True story. I said I think it was another person's stream, scare money doesn't make money. So you have to be willing to take a risk to possibly see some of these profits. Like, we don't know what could happen with cryptocurrencies. No one really knows for a fact here. There's Potcoin and Hipcoin for weed farming entrepreneurs, where it's being legalized for them to get their startup. And for musicians like me, there's also many altcoins. Those are awesome too. So yeah, my thing is, I would like to see something happen like Chris. This is what I'd like to see, Chris Smith. I'd like to see Amazon adopt a specific coin. I would like to see major companies adopt very specific coins, and I definitely would like to see them have maybe like the option to sit here and pay with either Bitcoin, but also use their own specified altcoin that they choose. You know, so maybe like two different options. So that's what I'm waiting for. Because if I see that, I know that the price of those coins stand to go up so much higher in value. So that is exactly how I'm thinking about this. There was talks a while ago about Monero being adopted. I believe it was Monero being adopted by Western Union, or maybe it was MoneyGram, one of the two. So if we saw a scenario like that, then it becomes a logical thing. And that's where like picking up some of these smaller altcoins that still kind of have a name for themselves could really prove to be financially beneficial. So yeah, I redeemed the Amazon gift card 2 hours ago. Anthony C., have you redeemed before on the website? I've never went over 4 days without paying someone on this website. So you have nothing to worry as far as your payments goes. I keep money tucked away in PayPal to either, man, like I literally just paid somebody yesterday. So usually I like to try and pay people within a 24-hour interval. So that's one of kind of the staples of my website, is the fact that I do try to pay people almost the second I see it in our admin redeem panel, boom, I get it paid. But there comes a point towards like around the 10th of each month. So like mid-month, I get my payment from AdSend Media on the 15th, but I have money already from the 15th to be able to pay people. So Bezos already skirts federal taxes as it is, so I'm sure he'll get something minute soon. Yeah. Oh man. I want to get some altcoins. I'm telling you. So oh, like if it was October right now, and like a week ago, it was October, I would have picked up a ton of different altcoins. Like I have major plans, which is why I'm so frustrated to see it going up. At the same time, I'm just like, it's so fantastic, but what's a good cheap Android phone to use for farming? Okay, Default Scar, if I had to tell you a couple of devices to check out, a couple of devices to check out would be the ZTE Majesty Pro. You can find those super, super cheap. LG Powers are ones that you can consider. And the Optimus Zone 3. Those are a few different phones that you could check out. Also, if you're not currently in our Facebook group, we have a Facebook group. And these guys, they have a variety of different phones. So whereas I only have so many different types of phones, other people could give you some recommendations for phones that they've used and that you could come across really. There you go. So go to the Straight Talk website, bro, and grab some $5 to $10 phones. That is one of the best ways that you can go about this. Though you can only purchase so many phones at once, it's that same scenario anywhere you go, though. If you go to Walmart, you can only pick up like 3 phones at Walmart, but you can go back the next day and pick up another 3 phones. They make it somewhat complicated. But you do sometimes see some deals over at Walmart and also on Best Buy. You can order online on Best Buy and then have those phones shipped over to the Best Buy that's closest to you. So I hope that information helps you, man. I'm invested $500 worth in Feast Coin, which had early acceptance for KFC, Domino's, Taco Bell, crypto for fast food purchases. Got the ICO early on. Man, that's awesome. How much have you seen? You said you bought 500 worth. Have you seen a lot of profits on that coin? Like, has it gone up much in value? Like, where are you at? Are you in the red or are you in the green, man? So hopefully in the green. And that's the thing. I want to pick up some of the main altcoins, though, like your major altcoins. That's what I'm looking into. And I have done a little bit of research. I plan to do that more around the time that I was going to have so much more money, though. That's the big thing. Whenever I have around like a couple of couple $1,000s to spend, I could really look at some of these smaller altcoins that have major potential. I remember Cardano, whenever people were talking about Cardano, it's going to the moon, it's going to skyrocket, and I wish I had just taken just a little bit of money and hopped in on that bandwagon. I probably still will. They got this 6 phone limit now, but I just entered a family member's address to pick up if that happens. There you go. So you can mail to a different address. Launched in May, haven't actually checked on the value, been so focused on farming, admittedly. Yep, so farming, man. Because people have no idea in the crypto, like they're so caught up in the cryptocurrency space, and this is why I want to talk about both of them. So even though I am mining, like I'm currently mining, there's still so much to be learned about cryptocurrencies, about the future of cryptocurrencies. There's still so much that I can sit here and learn. And I think, honestly, that's every person. I think that's every person that's currently in the cryptocurrency space. Launched in May, haven't actually checked on the value, been so focused on. We got that. Oh, what's up, man? Early stream. Decided to go live early, man. Mainly because, honestly, guys, it's like I really didn't have this plan to... I definitely wanted to celebrate the fact that Bitcoin is going up. Something to celebrate for sure. Looks like we got a subscriber. I appreciate the sub. But yeah, I wanted to celebrate that, but mainly I wanted to try and test out because I have this idea. It's a very fantastic idea. It's going to make these streams look pretty amazing. But yeah, I wanted to test out my Oculus Rift to see if I could go ahead and display YouTube right here on screen in the Oculus Rift. You can set up what's called big screen, and then I can sit here and do a virtual live stream, virtual reality live stream. This is what I will say for YouTubers, man. Like, you know, if Lou from Unbox Therapy, if he went live right now, he'd have thousands upon thousands of people watching his stream. It doesn't matter what time he goes live. If he goes live at 6 a.m., he's going to have thousands of people looking at his live stream. So, and that's the thing. I will eventually grow to a point where it won't matter what time ECashsociety Tech Talks goes live. It's not going to matter because we're going to have a ton of people that will be watching the live stream. So I might as well get used to doing a live stream at any point in time and not being kind of caught in one specific area for doing a live stream. But also I do want to have preset days for live streams. Hey, Mr. eCash, I just got the okay from Perk for a second account. Did you use fresh phones for second account, and were you able to refer the second account? Okay, so now I did my setup a little differently. So I had 2 different IP addresses. So if you got the okay to go ahead and set up that second account, I would email them once again and be like, you know, I told my girlfriend, let's say you got that second account in your girlfriend's name, I would be safe versus sorry. I don't want to give you some information that could, you know, have you shut down with Perk. So I would email them to ask them if you can set that up as a referral system. But if I had to tell you what I think, yes, I believe so. So if you told someone in your family to check out this application, why wouldn't you be able to have them as a referral? So I would. But if you really want to be safe, email them first. Let me come up here really quick. As far as the fresh phones for the second account, that was the other part of your question. Yeah, they were all fresh phones. I had never, the phones that I had on my second account, which was on my second IP address, my second IP address, those phones were all brand new phones that I put onto Perk. So they weren't phones that I had previously used an account on. That I can tell you for a fact. Are your sub donation sounds default, or did you select them and can change them? Okay, so my donation sounds, which are coming from Streamlabs, which then go over to OBS Studio, Those donation sounds were changed. Yes, you from Streamlabs, you can take those and edit them to pretty much anything you would like them to be. Well, I think they have, you can upload an audio file, but they have quite a few different selections that you can choose. And I'll say this, my donations, if you notice there's a specific image for my donations, that is something that I selected myself. So of course it's got, you know, I believe it's Goku or Vegeta. I think it's Vegeta. And the Bitcoin price is going up, so I'm going to post up the email in the group so you can see it. Can you pull it up in live stream? Post up the email in the group so you can see it. The email, oh, from Perk is what you're saying. I mean, I as far as pulling it up in live stream, everybody knows that you can set up a second account, so I'm not sure you want me to read it in live stream. I'm not sure what you're asking me to do. All right, so I got these delicious Takis here. Fourteen people watching, and it's 8:52 where I'm currently at. 15 people watching. I would like to think that's actually pretty decent. So that's just my thoughts. We have 15 people that are peering in. 15 people watching and only like 4 or 5 people talking. It's almost like they're waiting for something. Is there really any difference between household and ISP when it comes to Perk and others? Hypothetical, if I have 3 ISPs, can I just set up one account on all 3 ISPs without issue? With a 6 account. Option furthermore, if 3 other friends were to email. Okay, so this is one of those kind of gray areas that it's like, I feel like to some extent I should be careful as to what I say here. So we're just going to have like a hypothetical scenario. Like, I know that I was the first person here on YouTube to talk about the fact that you can have, it just depends on the terms and conditions of these sites, you know. If it says per ISP or per IP address, one account, like if it said one account per IP address, right? Then theoretically, if you had 3 IP addresses that you can use, and you had 3 friends that were willing to let you put a name up on those accounts, and then if they wanted to let you have that money, how could you be doing something wrong? So we were the first to sit here and talk about the fact that you can phone farm on multiple different IP addresses. And that's one thing that I'm surprised that it hasn't been covered. Like, why didn't the text lugs cover that? Why didn't he talk about that? But, so I'm trying to decipher what you're asking here specifically. Is there really any difference between household and ISP? And I believe that's what you're getting at. If you're saying household and IP address, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because, I mean, like I said, it's one of those gray areas. You can't say for a fact. But if I had to give you, like, I'm not giving you any legal advice. I should say that. If I had to tell you what I think, no, I don't think so. I think if you have multiple different IPs, then you should be good to go. Especially if you are setting up those accounts in someone's name, right? Chris Smith, if you had all of those friends that you were going to set those accounts up in were legitimate people, willing to, if necessary, provide an ID and say, yeah, those were my earnings, and yeah, I was okay with letting said person take those earnings. I think you understand what I'm saying. So what a defining channel we have here. So I just posted an email and Facebook group so you can see it. I'll take a look. I'll hop over to my check it out on my phone and see what we have on my phone. On the eCash site, on the unlimited ads, watch for every 3 should earn points right first time. It shows the 1 out of 3 before earning. Limited ads, watch for every 3 should earn points first. The right time, it shows the 1 out of 3 before earning. Now it don't show how many ads watch before earning. So that's a common issue that happens with Engage Me TV. Now, and actually, that's one thing that I really wanted to cover eventually on my channel. I wanted to talk about the fact that people should understand how Engage Me TV and S'mores works. So we'll definitely get to those comments down there. Okay, so now here's the thing. Engage Me TV, have you ever seen 0 out of 3? And then you don't see any points come in, you're not earning at all? That's what happens with Engage Me TV whenever the ads are in a drought. When the ads are in a slump, there's not enough advertisements to be dispersed throughout their web, like to us as the people that are hosting their advertising service on our websites. That's exactly what happens. So in the case that you're not earning anything, it's only because we are in an advertising slump. So it will periodically come back, and that's what you just have to do. You have to just keep running it. Ignore the fact that it says 1 out of 3. This is how I run Engage Me TV. Obviously, I cannot run Engage Me TV on my website. I can't run my own website because then I'd be making all of the money that I could out of Engage Me TV. That would be pretty much be fraud. So I can't run my website. But I can still run another website that has Engage Me TV and make money that way. And that is exactly how I run Engage Me TV. I've seen the 1 out of 3. I've seen 0 out of 3 whenever it comes to how much you're being dished out as far as points. And that just happens. So it's a tough time right now. Believe me, I've watched the earnings for this month are actually significantly down. And this is where it's great to kind of talk to a guy like me who has an Engage Me TV website. Doubt you're ever going to get this information out of Joe from the text logs. Like if he'll ever go live, that remains to be seen. But maybe he will. Just because I brought it up in this stream, maybe we'll get him out of the woodworks. As far as Engage Me TV goes, they slump. That's what happens. I've witnessed it. Last month I pulled $1,000. This month so far I've pulled right around like $600. I'll probably peak at around a little over $700. So it's not like a giant difference. Let's get to these comments down here. Note, I also don't use PayPal Cash Out. Okay, so and I'm the same way, Chris Smith. I don't like using PayPal Cash Out for that exact. And you're thinking so much like me, man. You really are. Because I don't want to sit here and be like, I made money in that scenario. I've only taken gift cards. You're smart. I feel like you're smart to do that. So we're of a likewise mind in that area. There's a legit 5 people living at my house. I would honestly, if I was in your scenario, I would not worry about that. Like, they can't, anyone can say that those are their earnings. Who's going to say whether that person actually accumulated that money or you accumulated that money? So, I don't think they care that much is what I'm saying, man. Any news on the Mingle Cash app? What countries are going to be covered? So, that's something I'm not really sure about as well. I messaged the developer last night. I had a couple of questions for him, and I feel like, I don't know what countries, I'll say that flat out. I don't know what countries that application will be available to. As far as the website, the Mingle Cash website, I know that it supports a variety of different countries. We talked about that in the video that we did about Mingle Cash. But these ad providers for this application, this is me just assuming, will be different. It's going to be different with the application than what it would be with the fact that there's ads and media on the Mingle Cash website. I would like to hope, and I know that a lot of people that are currently outside of the United States are looking for ways to make money. So with the fact that all of these people outside the United States want these opportunities, I would love to see this become an opportunity for people around the world. And maybe not every single country out there, but at least some major countries out there that people are trying to do this. Because I know a lot of people, especially over in Europe, India is a big one. I know that people over in India are looking for applications they can use to make money. There's actually applications that are popping up over there. So you would think that these ad providers would want a slice of that pie. Guys, so just keep watching. Yes, that is how I do it every single month, man. Let it roll through, and then eventually I would just refresh. Just try and refresh everything. Exit the site. Doesn't matter what site you're on. That's the way to go about it. Hi, Bitcoin is hot today. Bitcoin is hot, man. It's awesome though. AK Bitcoin. Are we? Is this the bull run? Is it the bull run? So, it also, the fact that PayPal conversion rate is way worse than Amazon. Right. Let's see what we have down here. My roommate works for Spectrum, Time Warner, and will be getting us a gigabyte download for $25 a month. I can't not double, triple the farm setups. Man, if you're getting a gigabyte download for $25 a month, then if I were you, I would go phone crazy. Now, Chris Smith, here's the big thing, man. If we do see this Mingle Cash app pop up, think about it like this. And I've just talking with the dev. I mean, I believe this guy. I literally 100% believe what he's saying. Now, I could be getting my hopes up, just like everybody else is, but I just don't think so. And I'm not going to divulge any information for what I do. Like, there's one thing I don't want to talk about because I feel like it would be rude overall on my part, so I won't do that. But I will say there is a main reason why I feel like this is going to be a successful application. So there is a piece of information that I'm not going to share on my stream because it'd be rude. But there is a piece of information I do know that screams out that this will be a profitable application. Like, it's going to be a legitimate app that sticks around. I'll say this. Other applications like it are still here. And that's all I will say. There's applications like that app that are here right now. So, very, very like that application that they're building. So, in a lot of ways. Just ordered my first batch of $20 phones, or 20 phones, and next week I'll get another 20 on top of that. Had to make the commitment, not sure where I'll go from there. This is where I'm at, man. It's exactly where I'm at. I'm going to be picking up more phones. This is a done deal. October the 1st, I'm going tech crazy on October the 1st. We're launching a video that's going to show off a bunch of products. I'm definitely picking up at least 25 more phones. And it's so great that this application, the speculation around it is happening right now. If it was happening 2 months from now, maybe it would have already spent a lot of money. But if this is going to be a freaking fantastic app, then I know that I can pick up, instead of getting 25 phones, I know to go ahead and pick up like 50, 60, 70 phones. You know, go ahead and try and double what I have here if we get the right kind of app. Hey bro, guess what? I just found out how to get unlimited internet using Verizon network and only pay $5 a month for 4G data. The site found on is Dr. Wireless search on Google. Dr. Wireless. I'll put that into my phone. Definitely put that into my phone. I do want to come over to this post in the group. Check out that perk post. Yeah, we'll save that. Dr. Wireless. Okay, so. Oh wait, are you talking about the if you're talking about those what is it, like your hotspot, your Wi-Fi hotspot? I've definitely seen those, $5 a month. I think that's what you're talking about. Let's see what else we have. Bitcoin ETF is coming in August the 16th. So that was another reason. What you're saying right there is the reason possibly for why we're seeing this increase in price in Bitcoin. So let me come over here really quick to the group, because I said I would do that. Oh. Second account email. Thank you for emailing Perk customer support. It is prohibited to create multiple accounts in order to exploit Perk points. Perk members are only permitted one account. However, as you have mentioned that your wife is interested in using Perk apps in the household, we would suggest you to create an account. Once you create, please send us copies of your and your wife's government ID to verify your accounts. So, it's like they have legal boundaries. That's the only way you could really look at this scenario, is the fact that these companies do have a certain amount of legal boundaries. So, Feel that on Mingo Cash. The long game is that level structure, referring myself on 3 different farms. Like, it's cool to be really happy about that scenario, Chris Smith. But I feel like there's kind of like a fine line between, maybe it's better to be low key than, because I'll say this: at what point, Chris Smith, will these companies start to watch my live streams if they don't already watch my live streams? So might be better to just kind of, I don't know, just a little bit, man. Like, you get 1% extra on Dwala for Ulotto cash outs, and there are no fees, and it goes straight to your bank account. So Black Fox 653, I've never cashed out to Dwala. The one thing with that is, like, I really enjoy having the Amazon cash. I've considered it, though. Whenever you cash out, I have a question for you now, specifically. When you cash out to Dwala, is there a process that you have to complete after cashing out? Do you receive an email and then it tells you how to get that money into your bank account? I'm kind of curious about that. So do you have to do a follow-up email to get your money from Ulotto in that scenario? Never cashed out to Dwala. I was so focused on picking up all this equipment to mine with that it's just like, no, I'll take all of that free Amazon cash. Like, I just saw that $5 internet. I think it's called a jetpack. You have to buy the device. They lease it out. It's a hotspot. That's what I thought. Good morning, fellow phone farmers. Mr. ECash knows his stuff. One of the more ethical and passionately dedicated phone farmers that are available to the public today. Cheers to you as well, man. I appreciate that, man. So, 9:07 in the morning, 17 viewers, not bad. Oh, man. So, I'll say this, guys. I do have to do a video today. So, like, I might get lazy, though, and I might put this video up tomorrow. But I'll give you guys a sneak peek. I'll at least let you have a sneak peek of what's coming. Let's come over here really quick. Oh! We have to do this. Alright, so let me see this really fast. Let's come to downloads. I might go ahead and upload the video tomorrow. Like, I'm doing well, guys. Like, it's all because of you guys that I'm doing so well. That's what I was thinking. It's like, if it wasn't for you guys, I would not be doing this well. So, let me just come over here really quick, though. Get this restream chat back up over here. Like, I went to the live stream in VR, though. Like, I wanted to experience what it'd be like to be on YouTube and go live and then be in VR and see my live stream in VR. Like, oh, man. So, part of me is like, if you guys have ever done VR, for me, I find it to be amazing. So, it's like there's no place I would rather be than sitting right there in that virtual world where I can have multiple different screens. I can work on multiple different things all at once. And it's like there's so much room in there in comparison to like here, it's an endless amount of workspace. So it opens up a workspace for you. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. You should at least consider, you guys should highly consider picking up the Oculus Go. If you don't want to invest $400 into the Oculus Rift, pick up the Oculus Go. Let me come over here and show you guys something. Just my thoughts. If you're a tech enthusiast, you need to take the plunge and get into VR. You don't necessarily have to get the Oculus, though. You could get the HTC Vive. I've heard that the Oculus Go has a better screen, though, than the Oculus Rift. So, you guys get to see all my thumbnails right here. Let me check this out really quick. So yeah, we have our first triple review is coming. I'll say that. So very first triple application review, and this is what we're going to do, guys. We're going to quit doing one application reviews. We're going to start doing we're going to cover more applications. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, is this a waste of time? Should I even consider using that app? It's exactly what we're about to do. We're going to go ahead and cut out all that other kind of nonsense in the videos. I have a tendency to be very, very long-winded. And if I can sit here and talk for 2 hours straight about a variety of different topics, you know, it's like I know that I can sit here and cover 3 different applications within a 10-minute span. All right, so let's see what we have here. You can set it up. It's automatic. Way better than Amazon. You can spend that money anywhere. I would advise against referring self to self as well. Many times a ban hammer has been dropped on me for what it's worth. Ryan Mullen, I can understand your standpoint if in your scenario you were banned, but I will say this. I still do have 2 different, I have like 3 different U accounts right now. So, no, I have 2 different Ulotto accounts. So I'll go ahead and say that. I'm only running one of those accounts currently. So I should, for Chris Smith over here, I'm not sure if you're still in the stream, man. I have myself referred. 0 issues. 2 different IP addresses. So, one account, both of those accounts were not in my name though. So, I'll go ahead and stress that. So, you can set it up so automatic. And then I was going to ask you specifically, do you receive an email? Black Fox 653, do you receive an email letting you follow up with that? So once you cash out for Dwallo, what's it like? You said you can set it up to where it's automatic. It's way better than Amazon. You can spend that money anywhere. So now I understand from that standpoint that you can spend the money anywhere. The way that, like Chris Smith was talking about, there's a specific way to possibly do things if you were doing things on a very, very large scale. There's some maybe safety measures that you would take. Chris Smith, I think you get that, man. ECashsociety, did you contact Fishering and Reddit to be in the future guest in their weekly show? Low Roller Scratcher, as a matter of fact, I did contact Fishering to see about maybe hopping over to the Twitch stream. He says that he does things on a seasonal basis. So it's a possibility that maybe, like we spoke for a second, had some brief conversation with him, and I would actually love to make it over there to his stream. So it makes sense to me that I would be over there, and I feel like I have so much that I could bring to their table. Lots of very, very interesting information over here for how we do things. And right now, I would like to think that, I'm not going to be like I run the entire scene or anything like that, but I'd like to feel like I am a major, major voice here. At least as far as like the live stream aspect of this stuff goes. It's like kind of up there. I'm not going to sit here and be egotistical and, shout out all over the place. I'm not going to sit here and, scream. I'm the greatest. All right, so how's Cash Magnet doing? Don't really know. I'm not currently running Cash Magnet. The only thing how to get the $5 monthly is that the device on site costs $325, which I will get but need to save first. Yeah, I would be very, very skeptical about picking up. Like, it's a possibility I could pick up one of the hotspots. As far as Cash Magnet, I've heard some things that Cash Magnet is actually doing really bad, but maybe it picked up. So it may have picked up recently. So yeah, but I refer my girlfriend. I'm the one doing most of the farm work. I can understand. It's a lot of work. So I think people think hopping into the world of phone farming that they're not going to have to do much of anything. But it's in fact, once you get it all set up, it's good to go. It's totally good to go, but you can make about $1 a day. But cash outs take forever, though on Cash Magnet, I'm still waiting on a cash out since the beginning of the month. Yep, that's the typical theme with cash magnets. So someone said right here, Low Roller Scratcher says that Joe was in a fishing show last Saturday. So I watched the entire live stream. Do you guys want to? Did anyone else watch the live stream that was over there with Joe from the Tech Slugs? Oh man, guys, I'll say this: there's so much that I would like to say. Let me stand up here for a second. There's so much that I would like to say. You ever meet somebody and it's like, you know, I'm not here to bash. That's not what we're doing here. But I do have a lot of things on my mind. There's always a desire to try and like just be as blunt as I would like to be. Like I know they had a lot of technical issues with the stream over there. They were having some audio difficulties. And I'll say this, with that stream that they did with Joe, I feel like it was an untapped potential. I feel like if Joe was to come over here to a stream with ECashsociety, if that did happen, I would have a variety of different questions for him. Like there were a few basic things that were covered in the stream over there on Twitch, but I feel like there was a lot that it left you wanting more. It was like, we need to hear a little bit more from Joe. Like the first portion, about 25-30 minutes of the stream that they showcased him, he talked for a while, and then it was commandeered by, I believe they were talking about a website, but so it kind of left me wanting a lot more to hear what Joe has to say about his setup, about how he does things. It was interesting to hear about how the Tech Slugs was founded, how he came up with the name the Tech Slugs. But I feel like if Joe was to come over here to a stream, we'd have a lot to discuss. We'll say that. I'd have a lot to sit here and discuss with him. So, mainly the future of foam farming, and I wonder if fishing actually has a foam farm. I'm not sure if he has a farm, so that's a big thing. If fishing has a farm, like there's a certain mentality that foam farmers have. A lot of people are very excited about the world of foam farming, but let's see what we have here. See what we have. Morning, fellow foam farmers. We got that. I think we're behind over here in this, so let's scroll down right there. Man, there's so much going on today. For early in the morning, good God. Well, I have to ask you guys, would you rather me just go ahead and be blunt and say what's on my mind? Like, I'm kind of curious. Would you guys rather I just go ahead and be like, you know what, this is what I really think? You guys want to hear what I really think about? Like, don't get me wrong. There's good things that I think sometimes, and there's bad things that I think sometimes. I have bad thoughts about... Are you telling me you don't have bad thoughts about people? Never had a bad thought about a person? So, there's a lot of stuff I could say right now, but I won't do it. It's just kind of one of those things that it's not... There's no point. There's no point. Default Scar, I have been paid by Cash Magnet, but it took like 2 weeks. If you don't mind waiting, go for it. See what else we have. They just send notification emails like Ulotto sent you money, and once a day you can set up an auto withdrawal. And they will send a second email saying it's processed and you don't have to do anything. Interesting. So, oh, okay, I got you. So you can have it go ahead and send directly to your bank account all in one fell swoop, and then you never have to worry about it again. So it's like it'll automatically push into your bank account once you set the withdrawal amount. So that's very, very interesting information, probably useful for those guys that they'd like to go about possibly getting their money into their bank account from the U applications, but they don't necessarily want to take... There was a thing that happened. I know you guys remember whenever Ulotto wasn't paying and they missed these payments. So I think some people are worried that they won't be paid unless they go with Amazon. So you can look at it from that aspect. They were paying people in Amazon, no problems, no issues with Ulotto, and then they missed some payments, but they were still paying via Amazon. but people didn't get their PayPal cash outs. So, you know, that's where people are just being careful, I think. They're thinking, well, if I know I can go ahead and get Amazon out of that deal and not get ripped off, then that's what I'll do with Lotto. But maybe it's time to not necessarily be so afraid of that scenario. Ryan Mullen says 2 IPs. Yes, that will work for referrals. I'm also waiting on Cash Magnet payout. I guess we'll wait and see. Why doesn't eCash use Cash Magnet? Don't like it. Don't like the wait. I've got referrals on Cash Magnet. I'll say that. I do have a variety of referrals. But I feel like it's kind of redundant. I don't like having to wait for a payout like that. That's one. There's a variety of different reasons I don't run it. With the crashes that it has, I just got fed up. And I think that happened with a lot of people. They got fed up with having to deal with it crashing back and forth. Maybe the application will pull it 100% together. We'll see a smooth, very smooth app. I'm just looking forward to having the possibility of another application that's remotely like the U apps. Those are the kind of apps I want. PayPal will charge you, Dwala won't. Okay, so interesting. Cricket 25K grand prizes tonight. The game starts 9 p.m. tonight. First prize is 15K, second 7.5K, third 2.5K. Over 521,000 registered already. Man, I'm not even gonna fool with cricket. I think Fishering over there at Twitch, he said it the right way. He was explaining it in detail for there's something off about that cricket application. Can't do it. Just can't. I'm not. Like, I tried it out way back in the day. Like, you guys remember when they had to spin the wheel, and it was like the first time you had, like, when the application first popped out there. I thought it was awful then. Very, very painstaking to make money off of that application back in the day. I can't imagine it possibly being much better than it was back then. Hi from Australia. Thank you, Mr. eCash. You're the person who motivated me to start phone farming. I started with personal device about a month ago, and now I have 3 farming phones. Thank you so much. That's awesome, man. I'm happy to hear that. I hope you make a lot of money within this year and next year. I always think it's so funny, though. Like, I'll go and do a live stream. Yeah, cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin is at 8,000, and then boom, everybody's just like, phone farms. Phone farms. Look at this application. Hey, what's going to happen with that app, man? I'm just like, well, look at me mining over here. Does anybody have any interest whatsoever? Like, making a lot of really decent money mining. Like, you could literally buy some Bitcoin right now, and it could maybe go up to like $30,000, and you could make so many thousands of dollars. Like, blunt. That is one reason I enjoy your streams for real. Too many sugar coaters out here, Bretta. That's really true, though. It's really true. Lots of people would like to be like, oh, eCash is all right. eCash is all right. But behind the scenes, I'll say this. I know that there's a channel that, you know, well, he has a phrase that he uses on his channel. He's got a phrase that he specifically uses. And really, it's like the irony is that's so hypocritical. And you know who I'm talking to. It's very, very hypocritical. Oh, it's all good, dude. So, but I left that whole like the dramatic thing that happened, all that crap. We've already left that in the past. So, if everyone wants to be sour, or just select few, if they'd like to be sour, then they can be sour if they want to. But it's all said and done. So, just go ahead and let it go. Just let it go. Never misses a payment with Lotto that are legit as hell. I've never missed a payment as well. I'll say this, Black Fox 653, I thought I missed a payment. I thought I was missing a payment, but then it turns out that I guess it just like disappeared in my email. But then what's even more cool, here's what's even more cool with the U applications. There's a reminder. Like, so if you get an Amazon cash out, you get you get a reminder that you haven't cashed out your gift card. So then you'll know. You'd be like, look, you've got $50, $30, $25 sitting here. You had no idea you had. So I love the U applications. Any of the U applications are fantastic. eCash, are you going to make a video on Earn Honey, opt-in token, low-key ICO? You can buy tokens, 30% bonus first round, and it's going to be big. Rush D. I thought about doing that. I feel like one thing is we did a review of Earn Honey with the fact that they switched over to the opt-in token system, but I really should go back and revisit it. So I'd like to see Rush D around the time that we see Earn Honey is actually picking up as far as their profits, and maybe they will finally get themselves together enough to get rid of this whole quick ban scenario. They've got the soft ban scenario that's happening right now. So if that changes, and God willing it will change, and we'll stop seeing so many soft bans. Like they should put up any other system besides that soft ban system. I'd rather have and we said this in another stream, I'd rather have a company say, you're not going to be able to earn well this month. Send me a message and let me know. Don't soft ban me. Just be like, this is the month that you'll earn a decent amount. Go for it. The soft ban scenario is just terrible. So it's a possibility, yes, that I could cover the opt-in token. I kind of wonder if that opt-in token is going to be adopted with other websites. I'd like to see if it gets adopted with other websites. So if you notice, if you go to the page that talks about that opt-in token, and for those of you that don't know, you can look at a variety of get paid to websites that are currently, it looks like they're possibly partnering with the opt-in token. They may partner with it, and it might be a more widespread scenario for these get paid to websites. I'd like to partner. I'll say that. I'd like to have the opt-in token on my website. That would be fantastic to me to have that cryptocurrency as an option for you guys on my website. So it's something I might reach out about in the future. It depends, like one thing at a time here. So eCash, are you gonna? We got that. I'm excited for new farmers because they haven't seen the highs we have. So when things do get better, they will see that it was all worth it. I like that comment. That's actually a very, very good comment to put into this stream, because if it does, like, we're talking about this new application, right? We're talking about the possibility of another unlimited devices program with this fully passive. If that does happen, it's kind of like some vindication for the people that are hopping in and have like 10 different smartphones to make money with. It really is. It's vindication. That's what that is. So you're definitely on point. I just use Cricket as extra money. I can understand that. So it's like one of those low roller scratcher. It's one of those applications that you would have on your personal phone, and it's like a filler kind of app. So it's like a filler application. You could use it on your personal phone, come up with a little bit of money, mess with it at the end of the night, let the money stack up. Eventually you'll have a cash out, and then it puts some money in your pocket. So you can't really complain there. There's quite a few applications like that. I feel like, I mean, it's like if you have the time, if you're one of these people that has a ton of time, like imagine how much time I have throughout the day. College schoolwork is coming back up for me. I have my phone farm to manage. I've got the website that I have to manage. I do these live streams. I've got my video content for YouTube that I have to do on a daily basis. You guys think I have the time necessary to go click a thing and spin a wheel for hours upon hours at a time? Like I just don't have the time like that. I wish I did. I wish you could have like 48-hour days and we needed less sleep, because I'd have a lot more money in that scenario. Come on, guys. 19 watching, 7 likes. Need some more likes. Oh, we got some more likes. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Do you check Coin Supply? They have Engage Me TV video to earn Bitcoin. Yeah, I did check out Coin Supply, and we also did the top Bitcoin faucets of 2018, top 3. So you could check out that video where we did talk about Coin Supply. Coin Supply is one that I'm actually going to be looking at a lot more, though. I'm going to give that much further look as far as the offer wall system that they have on that website. I feel like it's worth it to give it an in-depth look. So you guys, you know that your routines are constantly changing. They just change so much over time. Which phones do you think I should get as a beginner, and from where should I buy them? Get as a beginner, and from where should I buy them? Straight talk. You can get World Turtle. Welcome to the stream, man. You can get phones for between $5 and $10. Very, very cheaply, you can pick up phones from there. You definitely want to try and get any of your... Don't pick up Android 4.4 phones. Try and get some better phones out of that scenario if you can. Even if you have to spend around $10 a piece for your phones. So, but there's a lot of decent options as far as smartphones. Really just, overall, you want to stay away from any 4.4 phones if you can. Here's the free sign up. Then you enter your email. You register with when you cash out. Yeah, Black Fox 653, that would actually probably help out a lot of people. I would really like to see you do that. When are you making an app? I forget. Lots of comments here. Early in the morning, lots of comments. When are you making an application? The referral system of the website is the next thing that goes up after HyperMX. Right after the referral system on our website, we are then beginning the process of setting up an application. So the application should be here around January or February. Should be a done deal by that time. My phone's dead. Hold up on a phone off my farm. What is the new application? Mingle Cash is launching a new application that possibly has a fully passive, it is going to be fully passive, but possibly has a 100% unlimited devices program. So we'll definitely be talking about that more and more here. What will Cricket do per month? $10 if you're lucky, I think. Maybe between 10 and 20 bucks. You'd really have to work with that app. I read that EarnHoney was going to allow us to use mobile browsers. Anyone read this as well? They posted it on the EarnHoney website prior to the opt-in switchover. I don't remember reading that. I definitely read about the opt-in scenario. It'd be nice if they did unlock that. But what good is it going to do if you're going to let us run Super Pop Quiz and then also TV Glee, but then we just get banned if we do anything? Like, they need to stop banning people. Got to roll, man. Great stream. Happy earnings. all. Appreciate you being here, man. Remember, if it isn't broke, break it, make it better. Definitely, man. Only 40 minutes in a day. You can let your kids, hold up. Let your kids spin the wheel on cricket. Oh, man. They would even get bored of that. Gotta go. My sprained ankle is hurting badly. Awesome live stream. Appreciate that, man. What's up? It's your boy Trevin Gamer. Welcome to the stream, man. So I'm pretty sure that you're Trevin from over in the Discord. A couple of people commented, and I noticed some people commented. I go back and I watch these streams. I make it a point to sit here and look over the stream and make sure that, you know, I've really paid attention to what everyone had to say. So I go back and I watch these streams most of the time, the entire stream. And I noticed that I missed like 2 people in the last stream that came from the Discord. I was like, dang, I missed those comments, but I know these guys, they just, you know, they wanted to probably have some interaction here. So here is your interaction. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Question, what is the... Oh, there it goes, man. Money for your app fund. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very, very much for the donation. But, you know, do you want to know how much I'm going to spend on this application? I think I talked a little bit about it in a stream, but... So it does help, man. Like, believe it or not. A donation like that freaking does help, man. I'm about to bust out like $700. So my programmer, he is like, that's what he does. He's in school right now. He's in college for application development. So, see, I'm busting out like $700 on this guy because I know he knows his stuff. You know, he set up ads and media onto my website. Which means if he can set it up onto a website, he can set it up onto an application as well. So I'm I've made up my mind. Like, the application is coming. I just have to take care of a few things before we start that application. So the referral system, I just tossed him $150 for HyperMX, right? And then right after that, he's doing the referral system. So I'll probably toss him in between $150 and $200. It depends on how quickly he works here. Like, if he gets HyperMX going pretty fast, I'll toss him probably around like $200. And then right after the referral system, it's application time. So, question, what is the best wallet for CoinPot? I feel like, I mean, overall, the two best wallets, like the ones that I would recommend, honestly, I would go with either Coinbase. I think a lot of people use Coinomi. I think it's called Coinomi. And also, you could check out Free Wallet. Free Wallet is one you could consider. The reason I recommend Coinbase, though, is because they make it very convenient for you to cash that money out, you know, sell your cryptocurrencies and then have that money sent into your bank account if you have a bank account. So, money for your app fund, man. That's so cool, man. Yeah, so the quicker we can get the application going is the quicker that people will like it. This is going to be just very similar to the U applications is the goal. So, make phone farming great again. That's the plan. That's the plan. Hopefully Mingle Cash will play a part in that. And then hopefully I'll follow suit right at the end of this year. And we can make phone farming great again. Oh, man. Yeah, so I think maybe I'll put the video off until tomorrow. We might do the video tomorrow. The thing is, like, I do so many videos, guys. Like, so many videos. At some point, you have to question whether you've earned a break at some point. Have you earned a break or not? So, yes, I'm from the Discord. Got that. Yes, the bans are frustrating to the point where I'm not even wasting my bandwidth. I've been trying some things with Chrome settings, but it is a long process to test in between the bans. Man, the bans are vicious with Earn Honey. Like, I mean, Engage Me TV, you could at least say this. At least they're like, look, 0. It's stuck on a 0. You're not going to earn any points. You know that that's it. You won't be earning any points just then. McDonald's is offering free drinks if you purchase any sandwich over $1. Big Mac special for $1. They have a Big Mac special for $1 today? That's crazy. If you download the McDonald's apps. Appreciate the information, man. You might have to get some McDonald's today. Check the Facebook group. I posted the Dwala link. I appreciate that too very, very much. You know, just in the case that people do not know what it's like to cash out to that Dwala scenario, having that information available, 99.9% likely, considering I've never cashed out to Dwala, I will go over there and I will take a photo, like I'll make a screenshot of your information that you put there. So that's going to help me out as well. If you should give your friend worth of Bitcoin. Do not forget blockchain wallet. There you go. Mingle Cash is releasing an app. Yes, Mingle Cash is definitely releasing an application. That's a done deal. Well, 0.1% could possibly be no, they won't release the app, but they're releasing an app, yes. I would rather you get the app wrinkles worked out prior to launch opposed to rushing it. Let's be patient, everyone, but can't wait. That is the ultimate goal. I want to know for a fact that this app, like I'm definitely going to have beta testers on my application. Why do you think it is? Like a great example, Mingle Cash is currently having beta testers. Like they maybe only have one or a few. I don't know 100%. I'm about to be beta testing the application. I think they're going to come and call on me whenever they're ready to start adding people with a lot of phones to see, to test out that scenario, having a multitude of phones. And that is exactly how I will go about my application as well. So I'm going to have a few people at first to check out the app, and then we'll let people accumulate more and more devices, like put lots of devices on the application. But I'm definitely going to be very, very finicky about who I let into my application whenever we get it set up. What do you think about Swagbucks, and have you used it? World Turtle? I'm at this point where it's like I'd be willing to give Swagbucks a second chance. Like, I have used it a little bit lately. I'm not a giant fan of Swagbucks overall. I feel like there's better websites that you can use than Swagbucks to come up with a little bit of money throughout the month. ECash, you can get Big Mac. Yeah, we saw that. Do people log in to engage me off of sites like Super Pay Me or no? So, are you saying... I think a lot of people don't. I know what you're asking, Ryan Mullen. I feel like it's another way for Engage Me TV to track the websites that you're currently using, so they can limit you to those, like your 3 devices, and you're only supposed to run so many websites. Only one website at any given time for 3 devices. Oh man. All right, so does Dwala have an earnings method, or is it just an exchange of sorts to cash out from? No, there's Dwala. Chris Smith, I've been to the Dwala website. We consider putting a Dwala cash out option onto our website, ECashsociety.com. We consider doing that, and no, it's not like an earning system with Dwala. So it's just it's a method of payment. So it's kind of like something that's similar to PayPal in a sense. It is similar to PayPal in some ways, but then again, it's very different. Just a middleman like, yeah, so someone said it right after that. I didn't even see that comment. Just a middleman like PayPal, but no fees. Are the 40-port charging stations any good? The ones that are square-shaped and orange and red color. Not sure. I don't have a 40-port charging station. I went as cheaply as possible and took the power strip route. So that saved me a lot of money just picking up power strips. When is Mingo Cash releasing the app? It's supposed to be next month. Around like the first week, maybe second week of next month. Your kids does not need to work again. They can make money on smartphone applications. I would love to beta test your new app. Oh, believe me, I'm definitely, I've got like a few select people that I'm gonna like. We'll have like 2 variations of testing. We're gonna have an alpha and a beta testing. So maybe you can be an alpha tester, man. Is Mingo Cash like app-like? No, Mingo. Well, the website in a sense is. The website is like app-like, and the fact that you can play apps and games. So in some ways, but not really. No, overall, no. Signing up for that app beta, working on 160 phones total now. That's 160 phones. I'll say this, guys. I have seen some giant phone farms here within my experiences of phone farming. I have seen some massive phone farms, and 160 phones is a lot of phones. That's a lot of phones. You can use Swagbucks, Encrave, and Engage Me TV. Plus, Ulotto is giving you an extra 1% more on top of your coins for cashing out to Dwala. I mean, it really does. It makes a lot of sense. I made $6 a month with Swagbucks. $6 a month. It should be. See, and that's the thing. If you only made $6 within a month with Swagbucks, man, that's where I'm like, man, Swagbucks, man, they should pay people. Those are low earnings. Like, literally, I did a video about U Rewards. I'm making over $100 a month with U Rewards alone. Thank you. A lot of us in the industry enjoy this channel, man. You're very, very welcome, Stephen Bryant. Very, very welcome. I try very hard with this channel. I want it to be something that does help people. So, that's the ultimate goal. So yeah, if I've helped somebody throughout the time that I've done these videos throughout my lifetime, and I had people that message me and they explained that, you know, man, without this information, like a couple of people, they donated, and I think that the reason they donated, I really believe that, like in the core of my heart, I believe that they donated because like they saw that, wait, I'm really gonna make some money in this scenario. So they were really just trying to share the love back to this channel and to me as well. So there is a few really, really awesome people out here, man. Like there really is. There's a few really, really cool ones. You know, there's a variety of different types of people out here, but some really cool ones out there. Let's see. Brandon Surveys has a higher pay rate than Super Pay Me, but I notice it freezes often. And that is a good point to make. And that's, as we go further with this channel, those are the things that we'll be talking about. So, and that at least you bring up a really good point. If, like, a good example, iRazu, that pays out 2 points whenever it comes to Engage Me TV. The Text Lugs pays out 1 full point. Brand of Surveys pays out 1 full point whenever it comes to Engage Me TV and Ads and Media, making money that way. Which of the sites run more smoothly? So even if it does pay a full point, one pays out 2 points, but which website is going to function better? And will that affect your earnings on these websites? I don't know if anybody has ever thought about that aspect. I have. So which really is the best overall to be using? Which is going to make you the most money? It's not even a referral link and just trying to help my fellow phone farmers. There you go. Marcus Rashford, do you use the app or website? What do you think about Cash Magnet? They take over a month for payments. I say this, like, as long as they pay. In the case that they don't pay you, ignore all of your emails. You know, not the fondest of Cash Magnet, but if you can make some money in that scenario, you've made some money, so there's that to be said. Would logging into Engage Me ensure earning and or increase them? That's another very, very good question. You have a lot of good questions, man. And I know you were talking, we had this discussion about possibly doing a stream. I'd love to have you in a stream, man. You could share some of your ideas, some of the major questions and things that you have figured out in the world of phone farming. I'd love to have you here on the stream. What do you think? We got that. Can we play ads from your website on phones, or is it laptops only? I do know that the website works on gaming consoles. I've been told that it runs on tablets, and I've been told that people have been able to use it on phones. Yes. I'm making over $1 or $2 a day on Swagbucks. Takes about 2 to 3 hours. Then I switch back to perk. Interesting. So if you can get between $1 and $2 a day, that's really not that bad. App like is dope. Would your ad be worldwide? Irfan Saeed, no. Chances are it will not be a worldwide application. It will be confined to a few different countries. But I will say this: there may be. It remains to be seen. I may have options on the application for people around the world. I do want to stress that. But I'm definitely going to make it a point to show you which areas you can earn and from what locations you can earn on the application itself. That is one of the biggest things that we're going to stress. We're also going to specify device limits for each section of the application. It's going to specify your device limits for if you're going to earn fully passively, what's unlimited devices. If you're going to earn with Engage Me TV, of course, 3 devices. All of that information will be right there in the application. So that's a definite. So just from 7 to 10 apps on Swagbucks. How much money are you making with YouTube? Marcus Rashford, that's a very, very good question. I have to be somewhat careful, I think, about how much I divulge about how much I'm making. And it's hard to say. If I was not getting any donations whatsoever, without any donations on my channel, a lot of people had donated here to make this channel really what it is today. It wouldn't be what it is today without the people that are viewing. But without any donations, between around like $300 to $400 a month. So I average on a daily like that's where I really just want to leave that. So to say something like that, it's like, you know, it's worth it to consider setting up a YouTube channel. If you can take it far enough, there's really a lot that you can do. Got a message here, so I'm going to check my message really quick. All right, so we checked that. Alpha testing, Hills, yeah. How much money we got that? Swagbucks makes me 30-ish per farm, so 60-ish now. That's not too bad. $60 a month. Real money on Swagbucks if you do a survey. KSI or Logan Paul? Oh my God. That's the question. That is definitely the question right now. If I had to sit here and like, I don't follow any of that. I'll say that. Like I've seen it. If you're going to be on YouTube, you're going to see all of the drama that goes on YouTube. You're going to see that information at some point. So, but if I had to sit here and tell you who I'd like to see win as far as KSI or Logan Paul, I don't know, man. Like, it's hard to sit here and choose because one, I don't think I'm overall. I don't think I would like Logan Paul. Like, I can't see me ever liking this dude. Like, he doesn't seem like a person I would ever want to associate with. And then KSI, like, I get it. It's a boxing match, but there's the aspect of you're kind of too egotistical. I understand it's boxing, but he just seems like he's putting himself out there way too much. Like, you kind of have to act tough. I get that, but at the same time, I don't know, man. It's like, can I say neither? If I had to choose, I guess I'd probably go with KSI. I'd probably say KSI, not Logan Paul. So, Logan Paul. Chris Smith, you are running 2 SB accounts. I'll leave you to that question. You use ClickSense. I do not currently use ClickSense. I've heard some decent things about ClickSense, though. I think SuperPay runs the most smoothly from my experience. Lower earnings, though. Ooh, lots of good questions. Lots of good comments. Do you use GetPaid smartphone lock screen? Nope. Don't like the lock screen applications from my experience. They take way too long to accumulate some money. Like, you'll eventually probably get paid, but it's going to take a lot of time. You know, I try to focus on anything that's big here. That's the big thing. And then, of course, the smart ones are setting up more than a few different IP addresses. They'll set up a few different, get some IPs going and set up a second farm, a third farm, as far as they can take it. Double, triple their earnings. Do you use GetPaid smartphone lock screen? Wonder if the crypto cash out on Cash Magnet is faster. I don't know about that. Make it $3 a day for doing nothing on you rewards. Thanks, ECash. Dude, that's awesome, man. That's cool stuff right there, man. So, Ricardo Gutierrez, you just hopped onto your rewards, or? Cool stuff, man. Very cool stuff. $3 a day. Think about it like this. $3 a day, 30 days. This guy's gonna make $100. So he's set to make, if it stayed like that, you know, it could drop down as far as the profitability of the application, but chances are he's going to make a decent amount out of the application. So I had quite a few dislikes. It's like, it surprised me. I'm like, it's you rewards. Like, this is a you application. What's with all the dislikes on the channel? It's like, still got these guys that are kind of hating low key, I think. It's like you're low key down there hating. I know that you are, and it's okay because I'm still here. I'm still making money off of YouTube. Hate if you'd like to. So, it's a done deal, man. Wonder if the crypto cat, we got that. What else, man? That is nice. Someone said nice. That is nice. Those are good earnings. Whenever it comes to one application, if you can make that much. That's why I was like, man, You Rewards is a cool application. It has these issues, but here's some information for how you can maybe get around those issues. You should try this out and maybe give You Rewards a second shot, because if I compared the profitability of You Rewards for myself right now, even in comparison to UTV, I'm making more with UTV. So, yeah, I think we'll be putting the video off until tomorrow. It's gonna be a good video, though. I made $12 in 14 days on app like and FitPlay, or in 4 days. That's not bad at all. People live in poor countries can quit their job. They can make more money online if they make at least $15 a day. Low roller scratcher. That is a giant point to make, is the fact that people outside of the United States, something like this to them means so much more maybe than what it like. It means a lot to me. Everybody here could stand to have a little bit more money. But I understand what this is like for people outside of the United States. Well, I'll say this. I could never be in their shoes. I can never be in those shoes, but I can have a certain amount of empathy for someone in that scenario that is looking at making money this way, and they need that money. So $15 a day to someone out in maybe Nigeria is, good God. I mean, it's like, so I would like to see the doors open up a little more for this stuff. How much was your mining rig? Oh, the better question, default Scar, is how much did I spend on my GPUs? You know, because like I had this before I really hopped into the mining craze. I had this for a while. And then the iBuyPower Snowblind that I picked up, it came with a 1080 Ti. So it's like altogether, I've probably in computer components, I mean, oh man, both of my Titan XPs were $1,200 a piece, so $2,400 there. 1080 Ti, what's that going for right now? I think the iBuyPower Snowblind, what did I pay for that? I've invested thousands of dollars here, man. So that can be said. I've invested quite a few $1,000s into my entire setup. So, but then I have tons of tech here. So if you had some money in that scenario, then you made some money, Mr. eCash. Oh man. Apply pays very well when you first sign up. Don't forget to unlock developer options and tick stay awake and plug it in for passive earnings. Guys, I think this is about where I'll wind down the stream. I've really enjoyed this one. Like, this goes to show me, guys, that being live here around, like, even if it is 8 o'clock in the morning, there's still a point. And I feel like there's, you remember I told you guys in so many streams back, I was like, there's a possible untapped potential of people that have a different time zone, a different time location. So, and I want to stress to those that are outside of the United States, maybe it's 6 o'clock wherever you're at, maybe it's the evening time, it's not even the morning time. This is why I'm doing these live streams sometimes early in the morning, because my audience all around the world means something to me. So, one more bit of information. I have someone that has compiled a bit of information about being able to earn outside of the United States. Apparently they have a blog or a post that they have up online, and they're going to share with me some information that I can hopefully bring to those of you outside of the United States to help people to earn all around the world. That's the ultimate goal. If I can branch out further, of course, you know I want to. If I have some information for making money outside of the United States, I definitely want to do that. So I really think that's it, though. That's pretty much it. Thank you to our subscribers. Someone subscribed during the stream. Also, thank you for the donation during the stream. Definitely cool. It's going to the right place. So it all gets invested back into this channel. I do have some comments I want to catch up on really quick, though. Though maybe I do splurge on some tech here, guys. Like this, I fought for this thing. I fought for this thing. Donations didn't get this. Like, I'll say that. Like, it helped to pave the way for me to have something like that, but I work here on this stuff, so probably don't have the internet. They have phones, though. Like, a lot of them, they have phones. Maybe that's just you know, maybe less than what you would think, but they have phones out there, man. Tickers, maximize earnings, swag guys. Hey man, gotta go. How long will you be streaming to see if I can come back? I'm pretty much done here, so you left right at the right time. Country paying slave wages is not unfair. The internet is equal since they can earn Western wages, but people in Nigeria probably don't have internet. Cool. At work, I use a phone from my main farm and a personal phone that my girlfriend's account is on. One runs on Wi-Fi from work, and I keep one just using my data. Very, very smart. I've done it. Some Amazon gift cards. Yep, that's it. That's pretty much it, guys. Outside U.S., they can earn money from data entry and freelancing jobs. Otherwise, this was a live show. Girl, I'm so mad at myself. Edward Roar, that's totally okay, man. That's totally okay. We'll be having another one this week. So, guys, I'll see you then. I appreciate you guys tuning in for a second. If you tuned in late, though, you got to see me be in virtual reality. At the beginning, I was in the stream. I was checking out the stream from the Oculus Rift. That's actually pretty cool. I got some stuff planned out to do with this that will involve the channel into it. So that's going to be interesting stuff. And guys, that's it. I'll see you in the next stream here. I have to come over here.